Oh God. Oh my God. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. Sorry. Why is doing this? Maybe I put this setting on. What is it doing outside? Oh, that's the wind. Hello, everyone. This is Moon Goddess coming at you on this Saturday. I try to do a title about Jaguar Wright, Jamie Foxx, Donald Trump, the dollar. It wouldn't let me write the title in. Okay, so what we gonna talk about today? I might have to edit the other part out. I care, but I don't. So it's a lot going on. Have y'all noticed how these people driving? Well, I don't know where I'm at. They driving like they are being remotely controlled. Yes, they drive. They driving like. I mean, they driving fast, but they don't know how to damn it drive. I'm like, what the fuck? They don't know how to drive, but they speeding and driving even in rain, bad weather. Like, what the hell going on? So I try to stay away from all that. Yes, yes, honey. I try to be. I learned. I learned. I don't mind because I'm a driver. So I've driven all over the U.S. or whatever. And if I could drive to another country, which I know you can, I get it on, put a car on a ferry and drive on over there too. But I don't mind driving because we have drove like 24 hours, but we did it as a where we split the hours and stuff like that, where the kids did about what maybe we did like 8 hours a piece, and we drove for the graduation back in a few years ago. We drove out to the west from um North Carolina. Yeah, instead of flying because we wanted to do the road trip thing. It was nice, and I still have pictures. And I when I was doing my blog back then, some of my people wanted me to blog about the it was a nice experience. That wasn't my first road trip, but I've done them before, like going west, but that was one of the longest ones going towards Colorado. It was what, Denver? It was Denver, Colorado, where we went from 40 west and hit 85 south and went on, that way, going through Mount Airy and all of that. So that was a really nice road trip. Going to Colorado a few years ago for my graduation. Um, and then I think this trip was like 19 hours. It was, yeah, this was like a night relocating. This trip was like 19, maybe, yeah, right at night, close to 19 because they drive pretty fast. So maybe it was right at close to 19 hours, 19-hour drive. And we split the driving, but I really didn't even do any driving. Really, I did a little bit, very little driving, but I would have drove more, but they just like to drive, so I drove maybe I say out of the 19 hours, I might honestly, I'm being real, I might didn't even drive 6 hours. Yeah, when they knock on wood, I mean, because they have driven. Okay, they were driving for their own business with their dad, courier business, and before the pandemic hit, they had a trucking business. They drove into 51 states within, oh my God, less than 4 months. I mean, they hit all of the states, even like New Mexico. Oh my God, they were in California. They drove to California, New Mexico, up to what's the place that's New England County area? Hey girl, same to you, love, love. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, cousin Tiffany. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. And I send you unconditional love, blessings, abundance, everything, man. I'm gonna have to send you something too. I'm gonna have to send you something because I just said, yeah, Sarah, we was talking about your birthday last. We're gonna have to do something that's gonna incorporate all our birthdays. So we have to do something big. Yes, ma'am. You gonna have, yeah, like get a passport. We're gonna have, yeah, you're gonna have to get a passport. We gotta do something big, like, lead the country, change up the atmosphere, do like a girls, I say a girls or a goddess. I ain't gonna say girls. We ain't girls no more. Do like a goddess trip or something, man. Cause we know we good. You know what I'm saying? We know we good people. We safe with each other. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We're gonna have each other back if we go somewhere, in another time zone or another climate. We know we good and we spiritual women. So, we'll be fine. So yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that soon. Talk about that. Cause I've been, you know how I do researching different countries and stuff like that. Yeah. You welcome. Yeah, it would. That's good. I heard y'all last night when y'all was speaking to me when I was talking to Lou. Yeah, that's good. They ain't no but a daddy's girl anyway. That's good, girl. Yeah, that's good. I know he loved that because I know he missed you. I know he missed you. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We up here today talking about I had tried to put in my title, but YouTube would let me put in the title. I guess I won't. I thought you could put people names. I usually do it, but I was gonna put Jaguar Wright Johnson. That's what I'm trying to talk about versus like mental illness, Donald Trump, the dollar crash, Jamie Foxx situation. So I guess I'll start off talking about Jaguar Wright Johnson. I mean, it's the streets are boring and she's gone. It's boring in these streets, ain't it, y'all? Since she gone, it's boring. I know I'm about to get into it. Girl, I've been doing some shadow work. I'm talking about it. Girl, this shadow work has been kicking my ass. Who? Going within and all these everything merging together now. These, our DNA changing and stuff. I'm feeling it. And I'm in a different time zone too. And I think I'm closer to the equator. So I ain't going front. I ain't even gonna try to get me in front. And I have been working on myself, which is my biggest friend and my worst enemy. Me. It's me, myself, and I. I've even been realizing that I got some more healing to do. And I got some, with these, stuff that's, it's stuff from past lives too. I've been having some past lives revelations about, getting burned at the stake, shit like that. I'm being real, y'all. Dealing with the fact of that I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to deflect this on nobody else, but I'm telling you about me because I'm, trying to be more authentic and trying to share my experience in hopes of good intentions that I might help other people. But I've been having some recollections of, past lives trauma. I'm talking about serious stuff like, being taken out in past lives for, being part of the matriarch and the original spiritual system and the priest taking us out and enslaved. I mean, it's a lot. If you look on my community page and stuff like that, you will see me. I got documentation of what happened to us. I mean, and then some of us in past life, we might have been them people doing this bullshit, So I mean, it's a lot. I don't know if it's anybody else, but I know it's a lot. For me, I'm trying to merge all this stuff together and heal and clear up all this karma so that I can move on up. You know what I'm saying? And become who I've been sent here to become. It's a process. I'm thankful that I've gotten to this point where I can be transparent with y'all and share authentically what I'm dealing with, because in times past I wasn't even able to get up here and communicate like this. Like I couldn't get on the camera, and I'm grateful for some of the people that came in my life to help me to loosen up on the camera, because I would go on TV when I was upset. I went on the Judge Mathis show when I was angry with my ex-husband because I was all boosted up, but that wasn't no good intentions. So I had to clear out all that energy and be able to come up here out of love, out of healing, and out of compassion and all that. Yeah. And all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Because I was up there like I was trying to get a Grammy. I was up there on that TV screen like, yeah, you would have thought I was auditioning for a Tyler Perry. I was mad as hell. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed because I was like, I thought all I done, this nigga got a nerve to take me on TV, blah blah. I'm gonna sit him down. And a lot of times you gotta realize that when you putting that energy out and you hurting other people, and then y'all know I'm being authentic, I'm being honest. When you hurting other people, not only are you hurting them, you hurting yourself too, because we are one. I had to realize that, Lord, yeah, I never did because I was always conscious of my looks and my eyes and my is I look right and my am I gonna look perfect? And that too, yeah, that I was fronting that I had so much confidence and stuff. You know, when they see me on Facebook or people see me out and all this, and that I had the right car and the right job and all this outside stuff. But on the inside, I had very low. I mean, honest, I had very low self esteem and a lot of insecurities about myself. So just coming up here and being authentic, and I used to try to hide, like make everything seem like my life was so perfect, and I won't going through nothing, and I had all this shit figured out, and I never really did. I didn't really wake up to, they say you don't become an adult till you about 30 years old. They tell us that we grown when we 18. We ain't grown when we 18. No. Right. That's a blessing because we are indigenous to the lands, and we mixed up with a lot of stuff, and all of us are like we really are, and this is, now it may have been because of the raping and savaging of our women, but I think before then we look, because before then I think we look very diverse as far as indigenous. When I say indigenous, y'all, I'm talking about the black women of the Americas. They told us we came here on a slave ship. No, our big mamas was already here and owned all this stuff. When those people came in to colonize, a lot of the times the women were the ones. They say the big house and plantation was our big mama's house, and they said the prisons were castles and stuff. And it's like when they went away to fight the Gullah and Geechee wars that they don't write about in our books in school. When they went off to fight, like you go, let's say I go down there, y'all come up here, Tiffany, to help me because I got something going on. And when you go back to your house, somebody done took it over. Imagine that. You come up here to help me. You come here, which I found out through Bobby Hemmett and a lot of the other people. Do y'all know that realize that South is up? They got us doing stuff in reverse, but you come to help me, then you go back home. So they done took over your house and tell you can't stay there no more. And I'm realizing as I'm getting hits from the ancestors, a lot of our ancestors migrated from right here. They didn't just they migrated from here through the Trail of Tears and all, and the Louisiana Purchase and all that. They went down that way, girl, to fight, and they had they had roots even here in by the Mississippi River, which was called the Nile River, and Louisiana and Texas and Tennessee and all them places. We got root. We not just we are not just leveraged to one land mass. We are all over. Like we not just in one. Like I'm saying, we are international people. Like not just privy to one location and stuff. We're international and stuff. And when you tap it into different things, you don't want to discard it because even with the ancestor money, I know somebody was saying like Queen Conja was saying that people be like, well, it's an Asian man up there. But if you really think about it, a lot of them came from us actually. And even with the samurais and stuff, they said to learn how to be a samurai or whatever, they had to be have African blood. But anyway, I ain't gonna be all over the place. I'm getting back on subject. Okay, we will start off talking about the lady Jaguar Wright Johnson. I don't know if you know, but most people seen her on the YouTube. She was shading the industry for a lot of the stuff they was doing, a lot of homosexuality, pedophilia, and she talked about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and P. Diddy and all the stuff they be doing because she sang that song, Cry Song, with Jay-Z. But I didn't know nothing about her back in the day. I didn't even know nothing about her. I just seen her from the Night and Day Network. She was going viral talking about how evil the industry is. So come fast forward, she started talking about her personal life and letting us see all the stuff that's going on in her marriage and all this stuff. and I guess she was trying to get attention. But what happened is, it looks like she merged that internet with her real life or whatever, and it's gotten her into a lot of stuff, along with her having mental issues and stuff like that. Well, I look at her as a very eccentric woman. I was a fan of hers. Matter of fact, when I first came this way, I was gonna go to her thing that she had out there in Sugarland, because I was just admiring I seen it. I seen that spiritual. We all are like women of wise women, and a lot of times when we don't do our shadow work and stuff like that and heal from those traumas, it causes us to become maybe like possessed or mentally imbalanced and insane. And that's what I saw, because I know I used to struggle with a lot of mental stuff like that when I was going through stuff like that when I was in my teens and stuff. I was going through a lot of honestly, a lot of suicidal thoughts, a lot of depression and stuff like that. It was times when I felt like the world, which being in the area that I was raised in and stuff like that, and dealing with a lot of heavy. I wish that dog would shut up. He get on my nerves. And that ain't even my dog. But dealing with a lot of my being me. He bark all the time. He see me all the time and he bark all the time. But anyway, dealing with a lot of the oppression. I believe this. Those areas that's highly oppressed. This is what I got. It's a hit that I got spiritually. Those areas that are highly oppressed, in those areas like Alabama, North Carolina, even these sundown towns and stuff like that, even where Martin Luther King was raised up at, it's so racist still in those areas. I even look at Haiti. Look. This is where I get my example from. I believe those people fought like hell at one time to be free, to keep their lands. I believe they fought. I believe they used every tool they had, from their spirituality system, the ancestors, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever. I believe they fought like hell. And I believe them people had a hard day. Imagine it though. Y'all know how we are now as women and stuff. Imagine somebody coming to your house telling you got to go, and trying to take you away from what you've been born with and you've been taught as far as connecting with the nature and with the earth and stuff like that. They telling you that you can't do that no more. And the doctrine of discovery that they force down these people's throats. So these people fought like hell. They was like, I know this shit ain't right. Cause I mean, we right now, we still ain't stopped fighting. We still know this stuff ain't right. Yes. Imagine, I know me right now, so I can imagine how I was in a past life. Because honestly, I'm willing to die for what I believe in, and I've always been like this. Like if I believe in something, I don't fear death, because I believe like I'm gonna. You supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I'm like that now, and I done been indoctrinated. I done been through abuse and different, essays or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And been through stuff with, what I'm saying. I done been through some hurtful things, and I'm still ready to battle now. Imagine how we was when they came, and we were so purely connected to supreme source, to the divine masculine and feminine energy. Imagine how we fought. So I know, you know what I'm saying? Like I know I know that we had a hard time dealing with this stuff, and now we feeling it. We feeling it, and we healing from it, and we got to clear out this trauma. So I said that to say this about concerning the lady Jaguar Wright and what I was experiencing when I was a teenager. If I hadn't have got, I'm gonna tell you, and that's why I have compassion for people like that. Because if I hadn't have got to the point where I was working on myself, and I was laughing with my son the other day. If I hadn't got to the point where I let all that bitterness build up in me, from childhood and then coming into adulthood with the stuff you go through, I don't know if I'd be sane, if I'd even be alive, because that mental illness can take you out of here too. Because it's after a while you get to the point where all that stress and stuff, it'll take you out. So if I would have survived to be this age, I don't know if I'd have been able to be in society and be okay. So I can imagine how this lady is feeling. And I'm looking at it from this standpoint. And I don't believe that being locked up is a key, but I believe that help is the key, but I don't know where the help is because that seems like a spiritual issue. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. You can't. It's okay to use this stuff as tools. It's okay, but you can't be in fear and you can't dib and dab and like let's say, okay, I venerate the ancestors today and I go see some a psychic or something like that, or I go get a to a babalawo and I go get a Odu reading or whatever. Then tomorrow I'm throwing salt on them. I'm like, oh, witch is this and oh, damn a witch and I that is disrespect to other people's beliefs and stuff like that. I mean, it's okay to be a I feel like it's okay if I want to be a Muslim, a Christian, a Hindu, a Buddhist or whatever, and I want to practice in different spirituality systems or whatever. But it's not about what you do, it's how you do it and the respect that you have. I have seen this lady going to see these people and stuff, and then the next day she'll be talking shit. Yeah, she is. I love her though. I think she got Taurus in girl, she got Taurus in her. I think she got it in her sun and her moon. Yeah, I looked at her chart. Yeah, she's very stubborn. And I'm a past life Taurus. So I know I know that energy. I know that damn energy. She is an amazing person if she will balance and ground out and get out of that fear of one day she going to see somebody, then the next day she talking about witches and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, she is a stubborn Taurus, and we know Tauruses are stubborn as hell because we got them all up in our family, don't we? We do. We don't. That's them strong earth earth signs. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just saying that to say like, I'd be glad when she comes to a place of healing. I'm sitting there healing to her. And when she was up there cutting up, I tell her, I said, that's not right. You do not need to be talking about that man and his family like that. You don't need to become that. I've been in situations, and then people will say, well, you don't know what it is for your husband to be with another woman. And you know what I did? I said, I laughed. I said, yes, I do. I know what it is for my husband to be with another woman. I know what it is. I know how that pain feels for my husband to live with another woman. Hell, I know how it is for the motherfucker to have a baby with another woman. And that was one of my biggest pet peeves. And I told him he better not never do. So you can't, I'm telling them like I know how it feels to go through some stuff like that. I'm not just talking about it. I know how it feels. But listen, just cause we got a paper on a man don't mean that's our property. And that's what we fuck up at. Now we get these papers on these men and we get married, but we feel like sometimes that, oh, that's mine. We get all possessive and you think you can treat people any kind of way, and you think you can talk to people any kind of way, and you think a motherfucker don't get tired of your shit, and you can be the most beautifulest woman on the outside. You can have it going on. He can love you. I mean, he can love you, but like my pastor used to tell me, she's like, listen, when that man go down the street, a lot of times that woman take that little $20 and $40 that she give him, he give her, and she's content, and that make him feel like he's, they want to feel like they the damsel in distress, like they saving somebody. And every time they come home and the woman fussing and you ain't this and you ain't got enough money and you ain't your PP ain't long enough, all that kind of shit, always got something. They gonna get tired no matter how much low self-esteem they have, and no matter how good you look, no matter how good that cookie is, no matter how good that cooking is, people want to feel. People get even a hurt dog gonna holler sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's a way to. I had to learn effective communication because we not taught that. We not taught that how to communicate with somebody in a relationship. Sometimes we ain't taught it. Sometimes we ain't never seen it. So we have to. I had to read books and learn and do a lot of what you call shadow work to try to figure out how to properly to understand the opposite sex and to communicate with them in an effective way. Because see, you can communicate with somebody, but you got to think about, are they listening? Can they comprehend? And am I providing effective communication and feedback and stuff like that? No, it's not. I told you I'm a past life. My south node is in Taurus. My north node is in Scorpio. So I know. Hell, and now and now it's done flipped where the damn North Node in Taurus ain't it today. It was yesterday or the day. Cause I be doing a progressive chart on myself. I think the North Node was in Taurus, so I'm having to deal with them comfortable ways of security and you know, focus on career and yeah, love is wonderful or whatever. I'm like, I done had that. It's better to have loved and lost and not loved at all. Now that damn tourist like, focus on this damn money and building that money, getting that back. Shit. And look, my girl, I'm trying to think what planet was in my sector for the last 15 or 16 years or more. It was something in my relationship sector that had me worried about a relationship. That motherfucker left about a week ago. And I'm damn glad. I ain't talking about just no relationship. I got a good energy in my relationship with people, like socializing and getting along with family and networking. But I'm talking about that relationship with intimacy thing. That thing been in that planet, been in my what was it? It was in something for the last several years. And as soon as it left, I didn't even know it. I woke up that morning, I felt it. It was like a whole total yeah. It was like a yeah. Yeah, total transformation or whatever. Yep. It was a whole total transformation. Yep. Once that planet left that sector of relationships or whatever, somewhere in Venus or whatever, it left. But I felt it because I'm like, I was talking to somebody and it was like, oh, I want you to move down. I'm like, wait a minute. I know at this point in my life, I ain't moving in with no damn body. If anything, you gonna live over there. I'm gonna live over here. We could get up and have us a good time, but you is not entering my space like that because I got certain practices and stuff I do. I don't need nobody. And before I even went down there to even attempt to try to, stay a couple of days, every time you turn around, what you doing and what you doing as you talking to? I'm like, ain't we two brother? You older than me, ain't we too old for this? I'm not going through it. I got stuff. I'm busy. I'm a busy woman. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a busy person and you a busy man. I'm not gonna smother you. You don't smother me. I have things I do. I have a program, and I don't mind giving you time and being that submissive woman or whatever whenever it's called for. But I'm not gonna be no door. When I say submissive, I ain't talking about no doorman, y'all. I ain't no pick me or nothing of that. Hell no. But I'm saying he telling me I'm supposed to be in the house at a certain time at night and I'm making money. I'm like, nigga, if you ain't gonna pay me to stay in the house, and if you pay me, I'm still not gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna still go get my money. But I'm like, if you're not gonna pay me to stay in the house, then I don't think you should be concerned about. We ain't married or talk. I mean, I'm not gonna marry nobody. I don't know. I've been married once. That was enough for me. I'd be surprised if I ever get married again. But if I did, you better know I'm gonna know what I'm getting into. And he ain't got to be no spiritual person, but it's certain things I can't tolerate. So I'm like, you worried about me? This motherfucker work for the government. I know he making some. When I say bank, he making some bank. That don't even matter. I'm telling you, ladies, that do not matter because he was telling me, I'll buy you this and I'll buy you this and that. I'm like thinking like, okay, this is a trap because the way he act now. And he ain't really spent no money. If this man start buying me stuff, I'm gonna be like locked in a cave or something. Which I don't mind nobody being a little jealous and acting like they just into me. I mean, I like that, but I started doing some spiritual readings on him, and I found out, and he admitted it. This man got a problem with his mother. He got a problem with his mother because his mother abandoned him at a young age, and he don't trust no women, and he want him to suffer because he got other women that he had kids by, and he got the children, and he left them in another third world country. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh no, I'm not. Look, I ain't nobody's slave. I don't feel like I'm clearing up my karma. I'm trying to get my stuff right. Ain't nobody gonna be holding nothing against me what somebody else done did, honey. But anyway, get mad at Jaguar. That's my little stuff or whatever with my little dating. I decided I'm not meeting nobody on no computers. If I don't meet them out when I'm out or we meet by destiny, I'm done with that. I ain't never really liked it anyway. I ain't never really liked that shit anyway, because them people, most of them up there, because they can't. So I ain't saying this is the case for everybody. God bless you and congratulations to you if you met your soulmate on the internet. I'm grateful I'm happy for you. I ain't no hater, but it's not for me. It's not for me. Online dating is not for me. I never go out with them people. I don't. At one point, I won't even able to communicate like I do now. So it's to each his own. But even with what's up with with the Donald Trump thing? He what he do? What he try to write off buying some cook cookies? And he ain't the only president that bought some cookies like that from a lady of the night or a porn star, but he maybe it's because he tried to write it off. And it ain't even that. I guess it's a family fight. They all family. Them it ain't no such thing as no Democrats and no Republicans. They all family just fighting and in competition. Them people all some kin. Yeah. And I guess he ain't going along with them or whatever. He had his doing his own little thing. And with Jamie Foxx, I don't know, y'all. Do y'all think it's Tom Cruise? Cause y'all know he was bumping on his one wife for a while after they divorced. Is it Tom Cruise, P Diddy, man, or is it that jab, or is it time for him to? Is it just life, or is it just sacrifice or whatever? They get to a certain level. They got somebody got to go, and he only got one child, so I don't know. Um, and a dollar. Y'all know we ain't been here that long, so every so often the money system change. We do not need to be in fear. We just need to figure out how to get ahead of this stuff because we don't want to be like our ancestors that were afraid of the gun and they thought it was evil. We need to learn how to get ahead of this digital currency and the artificial intelligence and use it to build our nations and tribes and stuff like that. As a society, we need to start learning how to go back to our ancient ways and be self-sustainable, get with people that we can actually build something with. It might not be people that look like you, it might be people that look like you. I don't think it's a time to too much focus on skin color because we got people that look like us that's the enemy. So it's just time to start thinking about the future and building and going back to the ancient ways, grounding with the earth, grounding with nature and the elements, and going within, knowing yourself, healing, doing your shadow work, and all this and that. Um, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, cause I ain't trying to be all good. Look, it ain't. They say you be too righteous, that's too far to the right. You be too far to the left, that's not good. You got to be balanced. You can't be afraid of the darkness because that's where you find the light. Now, I ain't saying going out here hurting children and doing a whole bunch of evil stuff, but balance is everything. Because, all this, like, I'm with Conjure Queen, all this light work and goody good. Them damn people in them cults, them damn people use that dark stuff to get what they draining our energy. I ain't saying you gotta be doing no evil shit, but I'm saying one man's devil is another man's god, and also y'all women with the cycles and stuff. You already know if Tiffany's still up here, she know this stuff because she the one turned me on to that book that led me to this other book right here. She turned me on to that witch book. What is it? You know that book you turned me on to, girl. If you still up here, she turned me on to this one. And it talk about it. This white lady talking about it. Where that book is? I be reading. Yeah. Tiffany, you didn't think I was gonna get this, girl. I got this book a long time ago. A little worn. You remember we was out there in the this book here? What is it? Lisa Lister, Unleashed, Untamed, Unapologetic. This book, but I got it, and this book talks about the women how they use their menstrual cycle and stuff, and the full moon and all that. Y'all women need to learn about that stuff, cause they says that all the stuff they tell you that's evil and demonized, they use it against us, and that shit is what work. And take this bullshit down that's going on. That's why they tell you it's demonized because they scared. They know that shit work. And then it led me to this book, which Dolla isn't in. I'm gonna say her name right, but she turned me on to this book here, Mommy Water. It's let me turn it up because it look upside down. It's called Mommy Water, African Ancient Goddesses. Mama Wada's Africa's Ancient Goddesses Unveiled, Volume 1, Reclaiming the Ancient Mami Wada Voodoo History and Heritage of this World. This is Mama Zogby, Chief Hunan, Amin Ganisi, Vivian Hunter. It's Vivian Hunter. But this woman, may she rest in power. But this book here, whew, and plus I read some other. Hey, they say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Well, I must not be a nigga because I damn sure read. I damn sure do read. Yes, lazy eyed all my ass be reading. Sure do. I ain't no shame. I mean, and then not only the book, you go within and you divinate and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But we just have to balance out. And like I said, this white lady talking about the menstrual cycle and the full moon and all that. And they said that's why they say a lot of times in the Muslim religions and stuff, stay away from a woman that's on her cycle. Cause they say that. They say that. Let me tell you, they say that menstrual cycle blood and stuff, especially around the full moon, that's that serpent. That's that mama water energy moving through you, that celestial serpent. That's that powerful, yeah, moving through that woman. And they say that's what the strippers represented, but the patriarch got in and exploited it with money. But the women used to dance like that. That's like the snake. It's the, when they doing all that. It's the example of how the celestial snake is moving through the body, the body of the, even through the womb and stuff. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Ain't that something? That's the celestial that Celeste then had it. What they call it? Mom. It was called Mama. The ancient name is Mama Water and all that. The ancient primordial serpent that they tell us in Christianity that they stepped on the serpent and all that, and the serpent talked to Eve on a tree. But really, that's a story of the matriarch taking over the women, taking them down or whatever, taking down Mama Water and her daughters, the Isis daughters. And they say that also at the Catholic priests know all this. The Catholic Church know all this information. So when they have the exorcism, they say that's Mama Water pissed the fuck off coming out of them people. And they be talking about it's a demon, but it's really Mama Water. She's pissed off of what they did was horse. And when you start doing your spiritual, going within, you start feeling all this stuff, and it's a lot. Like it's you're gonna need to like walk barefooted in some soil, and I've always been in the trees. Like since a kid, I was always in the trees. That has helped me a lot, and I have learned a lot of spiritual knowledge and nature and all that because I was born loving trees. As soon as I could walk, that's the first thing I ran to was the trees. Just being in the climbing on being up in the trees, and I'm like that to this day. I was just connecting with the trees before the sun came up. I was just, and I'm not even in the country anymore where I got a lot of privacy, but I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? What they say, be shamed to me, I'll be shamed to you. So I was connected and had my shoes off when it was raining. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was able to walk, and I was a Christian doing that. I was a Christian, and they was telling me like, it's a sin to study the stars and astrology. I was still doing it. I was doing it on the low though. But I was still doing it, even in as a Christian, I was always infatuated with astrology. But what really boosted my astrology knowledge up is when I seen my cousin Tiffany. Tiffany is good, y'all. The one that was up here just commenting on my stuff. That lady is a good read. She when I seen how good she was, I had to up my game. That lady knows some stuff. She deep with it. So I said, now she know about all the houses. I'm the one told her about it, but she done got in there and got deep and started knowing the houses and the placements and know how to look in that, because it's in us. It just got to be awakened. Like it's in us. I never thought that I would be able. I'm keeping it real. Cause see, the old me, I just act like, hey, nobody do it but me. I'm the only one that can. No. It's in it's in us. I don't know if that's they say the priestesses or whatever, the ones that can do the tarot, but anybody can get some tarot and start practicing and stuff. You can study to show yourself approval and see do you awaken something. Because I used to look at that chart and be like, what the hell is this? I can't do this. But as I started studying and looking at it more, I'm getting a lot. I ain't gonna say I'm to the level of some of them, but I'm pretty damn good. Because I know yesterday I was talking to this guy, and you don't want to be too forward and let people know where you're coming from, but I'm still, a person to keep it real. But I'm like, why do I keep attracting these tall motherfucking men? They tall as hell. You know, I want me somebody that's ugly. I don't want nobody that's all fine. Cause you know those fine motherfuckers, they get you all. Let me, I'm wrong. That's wrong. That's the dark side of me. But you know those fine motherfuckers, you be like, this motherfucker, he good in the bedroom, he look good. You know, they ain't gonna, they know that, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. Y'all, I ain't saying I'm perfect. But no, I'm saying I won't even try to pull this man. And I'd be like, I want me a I like short men. I honestly do. And no jokes. And it's nothing about me being trying to oppress no man or want a man with low, but I do like me a man that don't think that he just want to pamper me. But you know, them motherfuckers is like 6'6" and shit. They like, I'm coming through. I know I'm the man. Yeah, so I meet somebody like, and I'm like, because I done had them fine motherfuckers. That's a whole lot, and not because I wanted to, but I'm saying that's what I be attracted. And even them, like, where the ugly motherfuckers at? I don't care about looks. I'm just saying in general, being a comedian, because I'm a comedian too. I'm like, I just want an average guy. He ain't gotta be. Most women want a tall man like that. Most of them do. I don't. So I guess that's why I attract them like that. You know, whatever. And they got their money or whatever, right? Or he was like, I'm gonna come through and pull up on you. I'm saying to myself, you ain't about to come through and pull up on me. We're gonna meet out at a restaurant or a bar or something. You ain't know, sir. No, it's gonna take. And so when by the time we finished the conversation, he was like, yes, I know it's gonna take some time. Cause I'm pretty sure, you know, most women just fall all over him like, oh my God, can I see you today? I ain't never been like that. It's rare. I don't do that now. That's rare that they catch me like that. I ain't even gonna front that I'm all like, I gotta see you right this minute. No, they don't like that. And from my experience, you know, you gotta make them. You gotta, even if they think they all there, you gotta kind of make them, you know, kind of chase you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be, you know, because he was surprised because he's like, take my number when I met him, and I was like, okay. So when I took his number, he thought I was gonna just be like that. So I waited a little while, and then I waited a little while later on the next day. And so when I did send it out to him, he was just texting, and I was texting back because you supposed to, you know, get the same energy. You gotta let them know that you like them too or whatever. But he tested me because he was like, I want to see you right now, and I want to say something to you, but I'm not for sure if I. And I was just, you know, I'm a comedian. I know how to carry a conversation. Not always have known. Honestly, I didn't know how to text. I used to text paragraphs back in the day, and these men ain't feeling that. I used to be like, putting all my that lame shit. I got out of that. So I know how to text now, but I noticed he was texting me long. I'm like, oh, Mercury. It's Mercury involved in here somewhere. And I'm good because I've been studying. Like I've been studying my planets. I've been studying the houses. I've been studying the placements. I have been studying the elements and stuff like that. So you say study to show yourself approval. I didn't just wake up and be like, oh God, I know all this stuff. I'm more special. I'm a high priestess. No, I've been studying and I've been, you know, going within and doing my work and working on myself. And as you study your own chart, get to know yourself. Once you know yourself, you know all things. So when he was talking, I was like, okay, it's some Mercury, Virgo, Leo somewhere in here. So I was like, if you don't mind me asking, can you because I for some reason I attracted fire. Who is that? Okay. I'm glad you back. Look, girl, I'm talking about how to be pulling these tall ass men. I want me somebody short that's gonna be like, what do you want? Your wish is my command. Like the little dwarf men at the mountain of the Mama Isis mountain over in Africa where they were just serving Mama Isis stuff. I don't want no servant. I don't. But I like short men. I have nothing against tall men. They're just a little more arrogant. Yeah, I have nothing against tall men. But this one, girl, he looked like Mars Def at 6'5", about 6'5", looking like my. I'm like, no, I know they after him. Oh, me, I like somebody don't nobody want. I ain't gonna I want somebody nobody. And I get the total opposite. I always attract these damn famous people. Fucking, I'm like, I don't want no motherfucking man that got a fucking million women want to be with him. Why is you universal? Why do you send these people? Because I don't want that. Like most women probably would be like, oh God, I can't believe that Ibris wanted me. Me? I ain't trying to look. I'm being honest. I done rejected that man. I can tell you the year, I can tell you the locations, and I got fucking witnesses. I made all the motherfucking bitches mad. But I was married and I was scared because I made a mistake and I was close enough to him to touch his head, right? And I won't really, I was religious, but I wasn't spiritual back then as I am now. But when I touched that man's head, his security tried to take me. What am I doing? Oh. So his security tried to take me back there to wait for him, and I did a damn football move to get away. Then I go up to the VIP. It's the Charlotte Hornets, so they're like, "What? Why are these niggas trying to talk to me? I'm already married. My husband mad with me because I done went on a girls trip with my cousins, and I'm sitting up here trading all these niggas with money, and all I'm trying to do is eat me some chicken and drink me some Hennessy and Coke because I won't trying to cheat." Not because I'm such a goody two shoes bitch, because I know my cousins probably was gonna tell on my ass. You know how women be. They was already hating that I would put. I don't know how I was pulling all these damn niggas. I didn't think I was all that cute back then. I didn't. I was fat in my definition of fat, but I was pulling all these men with money, and I did not. It's not that I didn't want them. I was attracted to them, but I know how people. I always had that feeling like, yeah, man, I know if I slip up this weekend and get Mrs. D, bitches it's gonna be a mess. They're gonna go back and tell it. And they probably would have, not that they bad people, but that's how that's the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it would be a motherfucking weekend where I'm being watched like a spy, and all these niggas coming at me. I'm talking about, I got Ibris coming at me, I got fucking the Charlotte Hornets. Then I got this nigga talking about something. You gonna go away with me this weekend? I got a Porsche outside, and I got a few mansions, and you gonna cook me a lasagna. I'm like, no, nigga. And I'm talking about, I got witnesses that can prove this shit. It'd be something if I was just sitting here. I resisted. Man, had that been that nigga, and he had Mary J. Blige and Halle Berry and all them, and the damn who else? The Instagram models. I wonder what I had got the same treatment. He probably would have been like, I'm gonna live my life. I don't give a fuck who tells it. But you never know though. I mean, I don't know. I could say that, and it could have been one of them weekends where he didn't want to mess around with the women with money. But I'd be like, if you're gonna get a woman, then get a woman that can take care of both of us, boo. Maybe that's why I ain't married no more. I can't be doing that have that pimp mentality. Yeah, I'd be like, you gonna cheat? Then cheat with somebody that we can both benefit from. Don't go out there and get no straggler bitch. Get a bitch that can pay some shit and make sure we both comfortable. So I can be like that comedian said, make sure before you leave her house, you cover her up and make sure Miss Barbara ain't cold. See, y'all, I got a right side, I got a left side. I'm trying to balance it all out. I'm being authentic with y'all, but yeah, but that was a trip. But yeah, I'm like, the little homo guys ain't trying to talk to me, and I'm not all flashy like I used to be. I used to go out. I used to have the diamond eyelashes and I be a little more, kind of. I ain't gonna say plain, but I try to be a little more simpler now. And Lord, where is average Joe? Yeah. I mean, I got nothing against no tall men, but I've always like dated really nice looking guys, and I've had some guys that was just basic, and I noticed some, maybe I'm like the guys or whatever, because it seemed like sometimes the basic average guys can be assholes too nowadays. But back in the day, it seemed like they treated you better, if they were just the average Joe, not Mr. Popularity, I really don't want nobody that everybody want, unless he the type of guy that has a lot of discipline and he's grounded and know who he is and stuff. Because a lot of times, if everybody want them and they're not disciplined, they can be all over the place. Now, I don't mind being with somebody that got it going on and fine, as long as they know who they are within. I can handle it, because there's certain things they're not going to do. But it just seemed like, with a man, and even some women, like some women that may have had opportunities like I have had, they might would have been like all out there. Like they probably, it's kind of hard to resist some people because they famous people and they got access to wealth and power, and people thinking like, well, if I deal with this person and I can get this kind of position and this notoriety, I'm not a damn cloud chaser because it's people that I done talk to. If I get up here and show receipts, I'll have a whole big, I have a following from hell because they be like, what? You know it? You got that nigga was at? Yeah, that nigga was acting like that. Yeah, that's right. But I'm not no cloud chaser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that kind of person. But if I was, auntie, if I was, shit. But yeah, y'all, we gotta get ahead of this artificial intelligence, and we have to learn how to go back to the ancient ways of building our communities. And the matriarch has risen. I'm glad I thought about this. Did y'all see when the Pope apologized to the indigenous people of the Canada? And did you see when that Creek lady did that song? She was singing that song with all that pain and anguish in her face and crying. She was letting him know he really was trying to apologize to even us because we are the indigenous. Those people are just holding our stuff for us. They like, they some off breeds or whatever. They look like they came through the what is it, the Bering Strait, or the they look like they Mexican, but they know who we are. They know we the indigenous. So what they doing is putting it out there. But that lady was declaring that the matriarch has risen when the children are harmed and they missing like they are now and been for a while, and they have this interim government has came in and been a fraud. They're not really operating as real attorney. Those are not real people that's acting in what they supposed to be acting in down to that courthouse and the police officers and all that. It's a fraudulent interim system. When the women get together and rise up and declare, see, I got this on my fan page too, but Rod Hayes talks about it. We are an oral tradition people, and they know that. I feel something. Once we figure out how to come together and appoint the women that's gonna do this, like Tiffany might be good at this, and I'm good at that. Then we're gonna appoint who's gonna be the chief or whatever. Once we get that together, they said we can go down there and tell these mayors to get to we can relieve them of their duties and take the keys back to our areas and our cities. But what it is that they know we have not woke up to figure. We waking up, but we got to figure it out how to do it, because it's time for us to take. This system has crashed. It's time for us to take back over the land. But we got to know how to build and see. When you take it back over, resources come. It unlocks once we walk away from this system. And I haven't completely done it, y'all. So I'm not telling you to do something that I have not completely done, but I'm in the process of doing it. Once we walk away from that W-2, from that Social Security number, which is enslaving us, and it's a contract to the slave system, which is the slave system ain't nothing but work, indentured servants and labor laws. That's what all that mess was about. Labor. They wanted people to be workers. That's why they indoctrinated us in religion and in school, because they wanted to create workers to keep their system up. But see, their system is crashing, and we the ones keeping it going. But once we walk away from that W-2, the Social Security and all that, just completely walk away. And I was gonna get my paperwork. So I'm being authentic with y'all. I was gonna get my I was gonna get my Severin. I got it. I have my Severin paperwork, and I was gonna write them and put them on notice and do all of that. Let them know that I'm a Severin citizen, and I have my paperwork that I ordered from the. It took me a long time to get it. This paperwork where it's like you writing a check because you know about your account that has millions of dollars in it that they that's connected to your Social Security and your birth certificate. So when I went to Florida in 2017, they own it in Florida. And that's where the Golden Geechee was too, in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, even all up in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee and all that. It was all over, but it's some concentrated areas where the Gullahs and Geechees were, like South Carolina, Florida, and North Carolina, Louisiana, the Creoles and all that. But when I went to Florida, I met some people and they put me on to this because them Florida black people, woo, they be on it in some area. I mean, I won't even there, but like maybe a week, and I got put on to a lot of shit. So they was telling me how my birth certificate. I hadn't heard nothing about this before. They was telling me about how my birth certificate and social security number is connected to my bank account, and it's so much money in there. So when I got back to my home state, I started researching. Come to find out, it's true. And I met a lady. This was a white lady. These people was even buying stuff and with a social security number. I found out where my bank account was set up through my social security number. It's out in Connecticut or somewhere. So I called and everything. And y'all, it's true. They've been bidding us when we born and they signed that birth certificate. That's contract. You got a contract. It's time like it's a contract where they making money off of us as a straw man. It's like they saying that we landed on Plymouth Rock. That's what it mean when Malcolm X says we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us because we are the strong man. It's looking like we dead at sea when we using that birth certificate and that social. It's like we're the strong man and we putting our names, writing our names like they taught us to write our names. We writing it as a dead person. So they got money on us that's out there. But even our relatives that have passed on, it's money out there that you can even try to get that they have for them because they took our wealth. And this is wealth that our big mamas and them had when they came here and fucking took they can't touch it, but they say once we walk away from that system, the deficit it's a deficit now, but it'll be a debit where they gotta pay us out so much they gotta pay us our fucking money from way back. The what is that bank in DC? It's not the Federal Reserve. Hell no, it's not that. It's the other bank. It's another bank that when the indigenous our ancestors stored up wealth and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot. I mean, I've been doing a lot of. I was doing this before I moved here, and I had my paperwork, but it's an oral tradition that we got to go by. It's not a written tradition. So I'm glad I didn't do it because once you let them know that you just surveying and I ain't gonna need no driver license, and you ain't gotta say nothing. All you gotta do is know the ancient ways, know what's going on, walk in the spirit, and start learning how to be self-sustainable, how to build your tribe. And once you get your land and money back, you don't want to be out here just going buying shit. You want to be investing in resources and learning the technology, like learning what can build your nation and your empire and stuff like that, and trying to see if you can discern what people to merge with so y'all can start being sustainable and know what to do with money, not just getting money but knowing what to do with it and circulate it, where this person might grow a cow and I might grow some soybeans, and this person making socks down here, this person, we got to start back having this mentality to know what to do with money, not just get the money, but we got to know how to and properly got to start studying on how to properly invest it too. Yeah, so that's gonna be all for today. Y'all support Maya's Temple. We are expanding. I'm even taking that and using that as a example of how to build a whole nation, an empire, society of self-sustainableness of the mama water culture, and what I want to tell the men if they're listening, y'all had it much better under the matriarch, because this system here, it went from sexism, meaning women and men, women oppression, to racism, oppression of color. Now it's classism, where they oppressing people because they don't have money, because they the 1% got all the wealth. And it shouldn't have been that way. It shouldn't have been this way in the beginning. Had that not happened with the women, it wouldn't have dribbled down and none of this would be going on. So I get to the root of stuff. I'm not just gonna play with the scab or whatever. I'm gonna find out why the injury happened, what circumstance mitigated for the injury to happen, and all that. And that's a lot of people have a problem with that. Even in my relationships with family or friends, I like to get to the bottom of things, because I know if I can get to the bottom of it, that's how we solve things. We have to start having these uncomfortable conversations too. Like, I mean, yeah, the men did some fucked up shit to us, but we could have been men in a past life too and been the people doing the fucked up shit. We gotta look at stuff in a way of not just black and white and all this and that. I mean, we got to look at it that we've been here many lifetimes, and we ain't just because we women ain't mean we were all good in the past life. Some of us ain't been all good in this life because we were learning, waking up to who we were. So we done did some fucked up shit. But people can change. When you know better, you do better. And we clearing up karma from not just this lifetime, but from past lives, y'all. And we done some stuff too. We can say, oh, black people built this and that. But we done been the devil too. Because the people that's behind all this stuff, I hate to tell you, burst your bubble, they look like us. How you think them white people know, or those or Europeans or whatever Caucasians knew how to weaken us and stuff? Somebody had to give them the blueprint that looked like us. Ain't no way. They ain't that smart like that. No, it's people that look like us. What is it? Maybe it's not all of them, but it's a certain group of the Anunnaki or whatever that don't like our ass because they know once we wake up to who we are, we more powerful than they are. So that's yeah. What is it? In real, he's the one that's supposed to be Jehovah, the jealous God that they say a sociopath that people are following in the Christian religion or whatever. He 1 minute he love him, and the next minute they want him to fear him, and he can't have no other God before him. But originally it was many gods and goddesses, and the original was the Queen of Heaven. That they talk about her in the Old Testament, the Queen of Heaven. They even talk about Lilith in the Old Testament. You know, I'm gonna find it for you. I posted on my community page or whatever. But it's just, like I said, women like Jaguar, right? Um, I won't exactly that out of whack, but I was getting there as a teenager. If I had kept going, I would have been like her because I wouldn't have done any shadow work. I would have been angry she said something happened to her in her childhood, allegedly. And a lot of times when women act like that, they done been traumatized, raped, SA, assaulted, and that caused them to have issues where they want to be either overly aggressively sick. Now, I ain't say the X secondly, or they want to be into different lifestyles as far as homosexuality and stuff. And I know I got this thing blowing. Where the wind blowing it? Or it be some stuff going on in here. It be stuff disappearing and all this and that. I'd be like, them fairies better stop playing with my ass. And it was the other. Oh man, it was the other night. Look, it was a girl. Yeah, girl, I don't had to do. Look, the other night, let me tell. Oh, I'm glad you laughing because this brought something back. So all this time we been sleep. Them motherfucking fake imposter witches been fucking with us and sucking up our energy, having us pitted against each other, casting spells, trying to cast spells so we won't meet our divine master, all kind of shit. Cause I got a download years ago about this. Cause I know I had somebody. I know it might have been more than one person. It might have been more than one person, but I know this particular woman was going to see somebody on me. And I ain't gonna say no names, but she was with one of my family members. But if I tell you offline who I'm talking, because I know my family member told me. Yeah, my family member was telling, and I know I be going through some boy. I done been through some shit in my. Boy, I want to smoke all this. I done been through some stuff, but honey, I'm still here, and I'm still able to love, and I'm still in my right mind. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to the elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit. Grateful to Big Mama. Grateful to the righteous Father. Grateful to the Son. Grateful to the daughter. Grateful to my ancestors, known and unknown, that love me unconditionally and are healing me, and I'm healing them, and I'm helping them ascend. They helping me ascend. Grateful to the egg bays, the obos. Grateful to the 16 prophets. Grateful to the archangels. But I'm gonna get back and talk about it. Sometimes you be going through stuff because you done fucked up and you got to deal with some karma. I done been through stuff and still be going through stuff. We clearing up karmic debts and all this. But sometimes these motherfuckers be going to these people, and the people that they go to, they say, okay, I'm giving you some money and I want you to do this to this motherfucker. Cause you might not even be somebody that you think they thinking about. Cause I be like, I know nobody ain't thinking about me. Cause in times past, my self-esteem been low, but I put on a good front. We're putting on a good front, like I'm gonna think of all that. I'm like, I know these motherfuckers ain't thinking about me. They got money and da 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 da. They got this. These motherfuckers got more than I got. Da 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 da. Come to find out, the motherfucker that I thought were going to the people on me back years ago admitted it. That motherfucker said, when you and your husband were together, y'all had all kind of money and da 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 da. Boy, y'all were doing. I did not realize that motherfuckers were jealous of me and that raggedy ass nigga. I'm like, I know these bitches ain't jealous of me and him. I done attracted some bad motherfuckers since that. I'm talking about some motherfuckers that'll make your head swim, bitches' head swim, put their head on a swivel. They shit I done, cause I done did my work on myself. So, I ain't saying the more you work you do on yourself and the more you know your work and you heal, the better quality of people you will attract into your life. That's all I'm saying. Like, my game done upgraded since back then. Like, I ain't know what the fuck. I was a teenager getting married. Yeah, I was a teen. Yeah, stuff been. Girl, my damn necklace disappeared. That shit disappeared when I first moved here. I just found it not long ago, but I done went and bought me another one in place of. My crystal disappeared. I went and got me some more crystals. Then they reappeared. Yes. Yes, child. Yeah, them fairies playing with me because I done did it clear. I be smudging in this bitch. I done got me some tree resin. When I first got here, I was smudging like a motherfucker. Palo Santo tree resin, uh, myrrh, frankincense, fucking ancestor. Yeah, I done found me a damn store. I gotta find it. They got so many. You can go in these stores up here. They got black candles. You can't buy no black candles there in no stores. They got black candles in it. Man, these people be doing some spiritual. They own it here because you got so many different cultures. It's such a diversity of people, and they believe in venerating. We the only folk that they got the man. I'm gonna turn the other cheek, and ain't nothing but Jesus. Ain't nothing but Jesus. Them people venerate their ancestors and stuff. Them people is meditating, doing all that stuff. They into all that ancestor veneration, honoring the dead stuff that they done told us was the devil. I'm telling you, and man, I ain't even gotta go to Yeah, I believe they are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't even gotta go to the crystal store here. Them motherfuckers got shit in the regular. This normal. Yeah, they all of them into that spiritual stuff. Which I'm not too far from Mexico either. They got over there. They got seeing UFOs and stuff. They're real spiritual. Cause this fountain, you see, you might can't, but that fountain I got, that look like that's like a mama. That's like a mama water fountain right there. All this fountain just got a bird on it. It's running water. Yeah, it's a nice. See it? It's running right now. That look like something that was built and constructed in old Mexico. I seen that mug. I said yes, yes. When I seen that, oh yeah. But yeah, stuff be disappearing and then reappearing and shit. They playing with me, but I done connected with the land here. Cause I be doing my nature stuff. I be grounding and connecting with the trees, and I'm doing the same stuff I've been doing, and it just gets better with time. I don't care who see me. They can see it ain't no crime. So I be trying to see. I'm like, you need to be. I don't say nothing, but I be sure about lead by example. Fuck shit. I sure do. I'm not ashamed. I'm not. Cause I mean, other cultures they do it, but we they want to put us in a prison. When you put something in a prison or a prison, it deflect that light from source or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why us? Why? Because it's something about us that they know, boy. If we tap in, it's a wrap. Yeah, they know it. But don't watch me watch TV. Hell, I know who I am. I ain't gonna stop this party. That sure ain't. Sure ain't. No. But I know I'm not too far from the ocean, but I gotta get there. I've been feeling I need to go to the ocean. And I normally back home. I be done went by now. But it ain't that far away. It's probably less than an hour. So I gotta get in there. I gotta get to that ocean. But I've been doing my spiritual baths and like I said, connecting with the earth and walking barefoot and doing that. I can't lose that because once I stop doing it for that little short time, I feel off balance anyway. But yeah, stuff been disappearing. Then, like I said, these people they want a lot of time when you move to certain area, they want to know what they're dealing with. Like they'll, cause that you need to be covering up your mirrors when you go to sleep, your TVs, and turning your phones off or covering them up or whatever, because that's a portal. So I was in here with the lights out dark, and some came in here, and I wasn't scared. Now, back in the day, I might would have been, but I've been doing my fucking shadow work. I be out there in the dark, out there in the woods and shit. So I'm not saying that I try to be fearless and stuff. I'm not even afraid of myself anymore. Like when I was a kid, it used to kind of get me when I be seeing stuff, but now I'm to the point now where I'm like, whatever. Like I be talking to I deal with my ancestors. I mean, it's not much deeper than that dealing with the dead. But something came in here and it heard them got to fuck out. Yeah, because it's a portal. It's got mercury, and they can come in when you sleep and you vulnerable in the wee hours. That's when I do my meditations in the wee hours too. It's more powerful time to be doing the witching hours. But if you sleeping and stuff and you that time in the morning and you got your TV screen uncovered and your mirrors and stuff uncovered and you ain't protected and stuff, which even though I consider myself to be a person that I don't I'm not see I don't want to be say, well, it can't happen to me, because it can, but at the same time I don't really sleep that deep, and I'm up most of the times, but I still do it. I still cover mine up when I'm sleeping and stuff like that. I was doing that at 2 hours. I still cover mine up because they can they can travel through those portals, and you don't know what they're doing with that AI now. Even though we need to get ahead of the AI and learn it, it might be trying to connect with you and overtake you, so it could, because it's trying to connect to your higher self. Really, that some of that art, whatever that bullshit they got. They trying to connect to the creator, which is your higher self. So you want to be careful, especially now because they're amping up the 5G and CERN, all that bullshit they doing. It's not going to work. But that they trying to, that the AI is trying to become sentient. It's trying to become us. So it want to get the highest level of information, and that's our higher self. But you supposed to always cover up your mirrors, because those wizards and stuff, them witches and stuff, they can travel through them portals. And I was in here a few nights ago. I had all the lights out. I don't even know if I had my candles in the lit. But some energy came in here, and that motherfucker got the fuck out of here fast. I was like, you better get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Man, because they be trying to see who you are, or who you did. They probably weakening. They probably because they've been doing stuff for years, and they felt like they was strong because they spells and stuff were working, but they hadn't done their shadow work. So the real high priestesses and priestesses are awakening now and actually knowing how to tap in, because we are the original. So they being weakened and they pissed off about it, and they facing karma and stuff. So I probably won't supposed to see them, whatever it was. I won't supposed to see it or sense it. They probably like, oh, this bitch can see me. I ain't strong no more. Because it probably was supposed to come in unaware and just try to spy on me or something like that. Yeah. So I stay on. I try to stay on point. And I guess they didn't, because I'm not. I could get up here and cloud chase and tell people who I know and who I this and that, and try to get a lot of following, but I don't. I never try to be a popular person. I never try to be um famous. I don't necessarily want to be famous, because I think in a past life that they done got rid of me or something. I think I was famous in a past life. I really think I was a big time something. I don't know what it was, music, movies, or whatever, or something. I know I was something, and I don't desire that. I just want to be comfortable, and I just want to help people. And if I get a little notoriety, that's cool, but I don't want to be like a person that has like millions and millions of. That's not good. It's not good, and it's not, and I wouldn't be comfortable. I wouldn't be able to go places like if I was really like out there famous, I wouldn't be able to just go places alone and enjoy my life. I don't want to live like that where I gotta hide because I got somebody stalk. Hell, I had a stalker the little time as I am now. You think? Imagine if I had a big file. I don't want to. I just want a few loyal people. Like if it's a few, even a few. I don't have to have a big popular audience or be because it's gonna get to who it need to get to and stuff like that. And I know I need to do a little more advertising and come up here a little more. I'm gonna do get better, and um I need to write some more books and stuff. I know I do, and I'm gonna get around to that. I need to put some information out with all the knowledge I have, and that's how I express myself through art and writing and music and even Tiffany, if you still up here, we can get together and do something. Cause I got my, like I said, I'm trying to set my studio up, and I'm learning, and I'm a person that I'm getting out of that mindset of you know being stagnant about learning new things and procrastination and all that shit. I'm getting out of that energy. I know I'm gonna say I'm out of it. Cause I mean, it's time to learn new technologies and it's time to communicate now. It's the time. Yeah. 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 It's time to express myself. Now is the time. And yeah, we need to do some music. Girl, we need to do some music. But I'm trying to get my little stuff set up. If I gotta take it back down there and do it, I'll do that shit. Good. Go on, make that money. You going up there to make some money. Go ahead on, girl. You a mess. I'm proud of you. We was talking about you, but when I say talking about you in a good way, they would have thought that you and Sarah be still sitting in the house trying to figure out where to go. Okay. Okay. Well, look, girl, I'm proud of you. Y'all girls, y'all are resilient and amazing. Y'all done been through a lot, and but you fought through, and you still trying to do your thing. I'm proud of you, man. Enjoy yourself. I don't know what you going to Raleigh for, but I know it's your birthday. It's your day. Enjoy yourself, honey. And I'm gonna give you something. I sure am. If it ain't today, it'll be shit. It might be, yeah. It'll be soon. I'm gonna give you a gift. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna send you something. Yeah, I'm gonna send you something, cuz. And I don't know if you got Cash App or whatever, but you can hit me up. You ain't gotta put it. You can put it. Send it to me in the messages or whatever. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I'm proud of y'all. I don't know what your little counterpart Taurus doing. I think she getting ready to go somewhere this weekend. Yeah, cause that's right. Your birthday today. Her birthday in a couple of days. Yeah, it's a blessing that we even can talk like this. You see all of the division we had to fight through. Shh, man, it's a blessing that we even got the love that we got for each other. Cause they have divided the black woman against each other. They've been doing that, the indigenous woman, for centuries. They had us where we are supposed to be hating each other at this point. We supposed to be like trying to kill each other. We supposed to be like trying to steal each other, man, and just backstab and just doing a whole lot of shit evil to each other. And they take that energy and go to them Super Bowl games and concerts, and they clap their hands and whoop, got all the real witches energy so they can use it to manifest the shit that they want to man. But we take our power back. We take our power back. We take it back. We take our power back and we use it for abundance, for balance, for healing, protection, unconditional love. And as a coven, we take it back. Yes. We take all our power back. Yes, Ashe. No more slavery, no more bitterness, no more hatred, no more. No division, no more. Unconditional love, unity, abundance, healing, ascension, bliss, heaven on earth. Unconditional love, soul tribe. Unconditional love, mates. Favor, favor with God and man. Abundance. Yes. It's a blessing, man. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful, man. I'm so grateful. But look, I'm getting off this thing. I don't been here an hour. You already you'll be I don't been here an hour. Y'all got something else to do. For real. Okay. I definitely will. Look, I gotta light this incense and cleanse them. You know I got that book of mirrors tarot deck. I'm gonna show it to you. I got that book of mirrors, girl. Go ahead and pull you a card. I'm gonna show you this deck. I Conjure Queen put me on to this. Look, girl, this thing here is business. It's the Book of Doors tarot deck by Anton Veggie and Allison Davidson. Okay, get to it. All right. Pull you a card. Ancestor, guys, great mother, big mama, spirit. Got it right here. That lady said pull her a card. I know that's right. I was saying how I done up my game from looking at you. How good of a reader you are. See, got it. Oh, thank you. Yes, I did. I did. It was early on. I was talking about him. I said, I don't know if he done pissed Tom Cruise off, because you know, I'm cleansing it. God's big mama, righteous father, spirit, the son, the daughter, cleansing these cards. May the knowledge and answers come from the God, spirit guides, 16 prophet and ancestors, gods and goddesses, ancestors, none of us. Okay. Cleansing of the car. Oh, I said that I don't know if it was Tom Cruise, because you know he was dating that man's wife. After he was obsessed with that girl. Or it was P. Diddy. Cause you know he was talking recently about him and all his little how can I say it? Girl, you know what? I'm really upset. I didn't realize that Usher mama let him go stay with that man when he want nothing but a little boy. You realize that Usher mama sent him off with that man? And he was a little bit whew. And Usher gonna write a book, but I'm scared for Usher because everybody that wrote a book on P. Diddy, they gone. And you know Al B. Sure just got out of a coma when he said that he think that it was foul play involved in her murder. So he done got rid of a lot of people trying to tell that he gay. Cause they know Kim Porter, his baby mama, was getting ready to write a book on that ass. But they made it look like somebody robbed the house and took all the computers. This ain't funny. It ain't funny. But took all the computers that book was gonna be written on. But they say her hairdresser is on the run and she got the book information or something. But yeah, I know he ain't still trying. He gonna have to get rid of everybody then, cause if that's the case. But see, then Jamie Foxx took that vaccination too, and you know they say them people falling down. They you notice a lot of the people gonna got sick and stuff from. I meant the jabber brew. Let me say it. Them people falling like flies, girl. So I don't know what's going on. Is he a sacrifice? I don't know. I gotta do some. I might need to pull a card about it. I don't know exactly what's going on with him because he got so much. It could be so much. He's such a big time. I mean, and people jealous of somebody that can sing like that. He can act. He don't look bad. He get the high grade white women that Tom Cruise had. He probably got a lot of enemies too. You know them people be hating on that. That man can sing. That man can act. That man can make you laugh. And he probably can swing it in the bedroom too. So I don't see how P. Diddy could be mad with him because, it was a rumor about Jamie Foxx doing a bill a little zesty too. They all probably got to be into that lifestyle when they get into Hollywood because that's what they say once you get to a certain level, you got to go through that door. So I wouldn't be surprised they all been, what you call it? I don't say they did it voluntarily, but they all been manipulated or coerced into that because of the money or whatever. Sometimes maybe start liking it after that. I don't know who coming for him. It could be several things. I would have to do a divination on that. So, is there anything particular you like me to ask the spirits and the guys? I mean, is there something particular you want to know? Uh, that you will want me to ask? Cause I'm ready now. I done shuffled them. Or you want me to just do a general pool? Huh? I'm sitting here, Tiffany. What do you want me to What do you want me to pull about? Pull a card about? Cause I sure got them already. You want love, finance, romance, life, what? Your birthday? I don't know. I don't know what you want me to pull the card about. That's what I'm asking you. What you want me to pull it about? Huh? A general reading, Tiffany. Tiffany general birthday reading. Um, Spirit guys, goddesses. What do you want Tiffany to know? She asked me to pull a card. So what do you for Tiffany? Tiffany. Okay. Oh, I pulled the Asur Ra. I pulled that. Pull another one. Tiffany, more clarification. Tiffany, it's her birthday. That Taurus energy, that Aquarius energy. Tiffany. Woo. I'll pull three. You want to pull three? Pull another card, more clarification. So it's April. 29th. Pull four. Oh wow, girl, you getting some powerful cards. I'll show them all to you. I'll pull one more. Tiffany, more clarification. Oh my God, you got one of my. Oh my God. Okay. First card is Ra, the Asur. Asur. See? Ra, Asur. Let's see. Let me turn to it. Ra, Asur. Gotta look it up. The meaning, which I. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Asur. He who is seen. Asur. He who is seen. That's he from the family of Ra. Okay. And that element is I think it's the sun. Yeah, I don't know for sure. Yeah, the family of the sun. Ra is the family of the sun. Asur is the family of the sun. Okay. So Asur, he who is seen. Combined in the hieroglyph for Asur or Osiris are the throne of Aset and the eye. Here the cosmic power is brought down to earth and into human form. As a human, Aset faces both the inevitability of death and the possibility of resurrection. Throughout the dynasties from the very earliest times, the cult of Asur played a very important part in the Egyptian pantheon. Occult tradition asserts that he and Aset came to earth bringing with them the knowledge of all the sciences and spawned a race of divine beings to ensure the continuity of this stellar knowledge. As Aset symbolizes the star Sirius, So the soul of Asar dwelt in Orion, and through their union, the mystery of human life was conceived. Okay. The meaning of this card. This is the Ra, the family of the sun, Asur card. Death for resurrection, the necessity to let go of attachments, mystical revelation. Asar, death for resurrection, the necessity to let go of attachments, mystical revelation. And that's Asar. The next card you got is Hehu. That's the Tep Aun. Help who? Tep Aun. Help who? See? And I'm gonna read you what that means. Yep. What is that? Okay, girl, that mean eternity. This one's mean eternity, honey. That's Hehu, eternity. And that's what those chains mean. The hieroglyph He is the sound of life and spirit. So Hehu, the sound of He is the sound of life and spirit as is connected with a word which indicates an unlimited and undefined number. It means millions of years or infinity when it is applied to time. Okay? Hehu means the significance of cycles of time in the Quran's life, the right time to act for a long-reaching success. So Hehu means the significance of the cycles of time in the Quran's life, the right time to act for long-reaching success. She done lost the net. Okay, you got the Ra. You got another sun card, Ra, atom. It's spelled Atum, atom. Ra, you can play it back. Ra, atom. Okay. The family of the sun. Okay. $133. To be complete. Ra, atom. To be complete. Thou divine God, thou self-created being, thou primeval matter. Oh wow. To be complete. It means this is good, girl. Look. Creative power, the first impulse to creation, self-projection. Creative power, the first impulse to creation, self-projection. And then you got this powerful card right here, because all of them powerful. You got this powerful card. I hope you replay this. Girl, you got this, this is it's the duet, but it's Ampu. This is Anubis child. Now watch this. I know this one. I be pulling this one all the time. You better remember. I remember all the reading, but remember this card. I pulled this one. This is Anubis child. Watch what this means. This is powerful. Opener of the ways. Girl, this is a powerful card. You need look. I'll go back over it if you want me to. This is the app new. This Anubis card, girl. I be pulling this one all the time. Opener of the ways from amp to warp to around. This is a powerful protection card. You need to look into this. You know this is connected to the Sirius star system. It said the jackal-headed god Apnu, also Anubis, is a powerful duet netter. His worship goes back to very ancient times, and he was revered throughout Egypt as a friend and helper of the dead. His symbolic animal, the jackal or desert dog, lived in the mountains and deserts where the burial grounds were situated and was always associated with the tombs of the dead. Apnu was a child of a Sar girl, a god with whom he was closely associated. He was conceived through Asar's liaison with the goddess Nebhet. Abandoned by her, he was brought up by Aset and was always seen to be her faithful companion. Okay, now listen at what this means. This is Abnu, also known as Anubis child. And I be working with this energy child. This is a pop. Look, you know what it means? A spiritual and magical guide into occult mysteries. A friend and trusted advisor. A spiritual and magical guide into occult mysteries. A friend and trusted advisor. Abnu, Anubis child. Very powerful card. Okay. And did you remember this one, Ra Asur? Asur. It was like resurrection. Let me read it again. This is the first one. Asur. Asur. That's the family of Ra, the son. You got two. No, baby, you got two son cards, Ra and Autumn. And this is like resurrection and rebirth and stuff like that. Letting go of attachments. Resurrection. Rebirth. What's this? Had who? Let me read that again. Had who? What page was he on? 150 something on it. I'm sorry. It wants you to know what this first one means. It went right back to him. I didn't turn it there. Okay, this is Sar from the Sun family. Death for resurrection, the necessity to let go of attachments. Mystical revelation. That's Sar. Okay, and he's from the Tep An Un family, the Hehu. Okay, we're gonna read that again. Hehu. What does he mean? 47. Remember I said he mean eternity? Hehu, eternity? Millions and millions of years. Okay. This one. Hehu. The significance of the cycles of time in the Koran's life. The right time to act for long reaches success. Okay. And then Adam, Ra, of another family of the sun, Adam. Atom. Spelled Atum. These are ancient cards too. Atom. Make sure I got the right one. It's a big book. Okay, Adam. It means creative power, the first impulse to creation, self-projection. Creative power, Atom. Creative power, the first impulse to creation, self-projection. And then we back at the last one, which was Anubis, Abnu. That's a powerful card. Well, girl, that was a good reading. Hell, I might do one more. I've been out here for a while. Oh, Lord, you got an 8-pack? Okay, one more. Duet. The family of the duet. What is that? 202? Duet. Here you go. This the last one. Duet. APEP. APEP. I'm being ready to read it. Okay. It means it's a big book. Okay. The great snake or the great enemy, oppressions, the services, unconscious fears, or memories that must be confronted. So this is APEC. It's the oppression, the services, unconscious fears, and memories that must be confronted. Yep. I pulled that one too, girl. The few days, yeah. Cause now we are at a thing where everything is surfacing up. We having to deal with all the stuff from different lifetimes and even from this lifetime. Shit. Resurrection. You got a resurrection. Yeah, you got a resurrection. And this is the right time to act on stuff. You know, the right timing. And then you got that creative energy flowing right here. And then you got this powerful Anubis card. And then you got this one that's the great enemy, the snake right there, that you surfacing of stuff that you gotta, we clearing out now, or stuff that we clearing out as far as trauma and stuff like that. It's hell, we all, man, it's real. Getting that light body, DNA changing, life, death, rebirth, and transformation. Yeah. It's real, but we gonna make it. We all going through it together as a collective. You know that. Even the people that ain't even woke up, they going through it too, and don't even know it. You need to. That's what your animal is. That's what your Chinese zodiac animal is. That's powerful. You know they taught us that the snake was a bad thing. Oh hell no. That's the oldest. That's our ancestor. Shit. You really need to do that. You need to get the mommy water. You need to get that cobra. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. But you might need to get a python or the cobra. Cause that's the mommy. The mommy. That's what we call the mommy water. Yeah, you should, child. I think you should. My daddy is in the Chinese zodiac. He a snake too. And see, we've been taught in the Western society that's a bad thing. The serpent, the one that serpent is what we needed to be listening to in the Garden of Eden. That's what the feminine energy, the masculine and the feminine energy come together. What was I had to get this on? I don't even remember this. English breakfast. I don't even remember that. Oh, I stayed at a hotel on my way to this new place. I'm like, when the last time I've been at a motel? Shit. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. That would be nice. I'm gonna see y'all soon, though. I'm trying to come for the holiday, Mother's Day. I'm trying to come back and visit so we can go do some meditations in the woods. Go out and grab a bite to eat or something. And look, Sarah gonna want me to cook when I come back. I made some maple lamb for my ancestors and myself, and did some. I got a picture on my community page of here. That's right. Let's go at night. Let's do a bonfire or something at night, like we done before. I don't know if you done it with us, but let's do it at night, like a fire. Hell, camp out in the woods. Daggone right at night. Yes, I'm with it. Yes, ma'am, I'm with it. Yeah, girl, I'm getting ready to get off of here and put something together. Yeah, I'm gonna cook when I come back, cause she was telling me the other day she missed me cooking. Oh, I miss your cooking. I told her I miss your cooking too. Yeah, these boys they cook a little bit. Well, Aaron will cook a little, a little something. He'll cook, but the men, Southern men, some of them don't like to cook like that. They rather for the one. But I'm like, next one I get with, he gonna have to cook just as well as I do. We gotta switch it up. I'm not gonna be doing no cooking all the time, child. He gotta be able to cook. I want to be able to cook better than me, honestly. Lord knows I do. Sure do. Well, girl, I'm about to get off here. I love you and happy solar return. Call me. I know you having fun, you going to have fun or whatever, but call me when you get free or whenever. I love you, okay? And send me a text because I changed phones. I left my other phone at the Walmart, and Lord knows I don't know how that disappeared. I guess I don't know what they can do with a iPhone, but I guess they'll sell it for parts or something. I don't know, but this a new phone or whatever. So, and I don't know if you hit me up on it since I had this phone. So yeah, it's the same number though. It's not the number ain't changed. It's a different phone. But I love you, and you have, like I said, you have a happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Love you. Yeah, financial increase. Yeah, we gotta it's wealth coming. We just gotta know what to do with it when we get it, and we gotta go ahead and walk away. The faster we walk away from this system, it ain't gonna be easy to do that. But we gotta walk away from this system. The faster we walk away from this system, the quicker, you know what I'm saying, our shit gonna reset and we gonna get our wealth back. We got you to just gotta walk away from their system. You know what I'm saying? We as a collective, yeah. And people, we got to get out of that fear of thinking that we need them or whatever, and it's not its system is already crashed. Yeah, we got to take charge, take it back, the matriarch, and be learning how to establish our tribes and growing food and running the you got to run the government too. It ain't just what I'm saying, food growing and taking care of kids. Somebody got to help run that. Somebody got to know how to run that government. Got to know how to deal with the finances. Got to learn how to tell people how to invest their money for the village and for the community and the empire that we building. Got to know how to politics and all that and everything. We gotta know how to do this stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, girl, I'm getting over here. This is Moon Goddess 777. Please like, subscribe, and share. Support our temple, Maya's temple. Let's go back to nature. Let's go back to being self-sustainable. Let's go back to unconditional love and village because it takes a village. Teamwork makes the dream work. We are one. We are accepting donations. We are accepting volunteers. Let's do this. Let's come together. Let's walk away in unity and let's figure out which part of this puzzle we are so we can build our nation and empires. It's time to take it back. It's crashed. It's over. It's time for us to rise up and put the matriarch in place. Love you. Unconditional love and bliss to you. I'm checking out. Yes, I'm sure. They don't even want me to get off. Tell me, am I sure I want to stop streaming? Yeah, I'm sure.